Okay, so again, here are the formulas you'll need for a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Again, it has two congruent legs and a hypotenuse. You'll know it's a 45, 45, 90 either because the legs are the same length, marked as congruent, or they'll have the 45 degrees marked for you. Remember that the hypotenuse is the longest side, it's across from the right angle, and the other two sides, the ones touching the right angle, are the legs. The formulas for the 45, 45, 90 triangle is that the legs are congruent. So if you know one leg, you know the other leg. The hypotenuse you can find by taking the leg times the square root of 2. And if you're going the other direction and you know the hypotenuse but you need the leg is equal to the hypotenuse divided by the square root of 2. So if you do not have these formulas in your notes and labeled as 45, 45, 90 triangle, you need to get them there. Let's go ahead and do an example. Okay, so here we're asked to find the value of x in simplest radical form. Well, notice I have two sides. They're both length x, which means they must be congruent. And if the legs are congruent, I know I'm dealing with a 45, 45, 90 triangle. I had a 90-degree angle here. It meant these two had to split and be 45 each. I am trying to find x, which is the length of each of my legs. I know the hypotenuse, so I would look in my notes and say, okay, for a 45, 45, 90, how do I find the leg? And you would notice that in your notes, the leg is equal to the hypotenuse divided by the square root of 2. Okay, so then we just substitute the things we have. The leg is my x, the hypotenuse is 7 times the square root of 2, and I'm dividing that by the square root of 2 to find my x. Now root 2 divided by root 2, those cancel, and I just get that x is 7. Okay, they say simplest radical form, but there were no radicals left, so that would just be my answer.